What if I told you the most luxurious, terrifying house on the block was hiding a $1 secret? Best kept secrets. DIY your spooky Halloween garden for fall on the cheap.
Hey my fabulous ghouls and goblins, and welcome back. If you've been dreaming of a front yard that screams high-end horror, but your wallet just whimpers help me, then you have come to the right place. Today we are spilling all the tea and unlocking the most incredible Dollar Tree secrets to craft a jaw-dropping, spooky Halloween garden. This is a complete outdoor living space transformation that will make your neighbors think you hired a Hollywood set designer. All by using $1 items. But hey, before you grab your car keys and zoom off, pump the brakes. You're going to want to watch this entire video first, I promise. We're about to dive into a massive treasure trove of themes and ideas. All the nitty-gritty details, the exact shopping list, the must-have tools, and the step-by-step how-to for these amazing projects will be waiting for you at the very end. But get cozy, let's spark that creative genius and discover some budget outdoor decor ideas that look expensive. Are you ready to have your mind blown? Because we have cooked up 20 spectacular master themes, each with 2 unique sub-themes, giving you over 300 possible combinations for a garden that is 100% you. From hauntingly elegant to hilariously horrifying, we've got it all. Let's get our spook on and dive into the first of our incredible DIY garden hacks. 1. Ghostly gathering. Whispering willow spirits. For a look that is pure elegance with a touch of the supernatural, this is it. We're creating a truly high-end minimalist aesthetic by transforming simple white plastic tablecloths from Dollar Tree into these absolutely ethereal flowing ghosts. You just drape them from tree branches and the wind does the rest of the work, making them dance and sway. The secret weapon. Pop a little battery-operated tea light inside the head. The soft flickering glow at night is just breathtaking. It's a sophisticated, not scary look that elevates your entire yard with some stunning garden lighting ideas for ambiance. The graveyard shift groundbreakers. Alright, let's get a little more dramatic, shall we? This concept is all about that classic rising from the grave horror movie moment. You'll craft some incredibly realistic aged tombstones from Dollar Tree's foam boards. It's easier than you think. Then you plant their plastic skulls and skeletal hands in the ground around them, making it look like they are clawing their way out. This is a powerful high-impact display that takes up very little space. It's the ultimate eco-friendly garden project that tells a terrifying story without saying a word. 2 Skeletons Bone-Chilling Ball. The Boneyard Band. Who says the afterlife can't be a party? This idea is pure fun and a guaranteed showstopper. You'll grab a few of Dollar Tree's awesome posable skeletons and set them up as a rock band right on your lawn. You can craft little instruments for them out of other dollar items, a foam board guitar, a drum set from plastic buckets. It's a hilarious and lively scene that shows off your personality. This is the kind of high-end garden DIY for less that doesn't just look cool, it makes people smile. The croquet game of the afterlife. For those of us with a more sophisticated sense of humor, welcome to the gentry of the graveyard. Picture this: skeletons, dressed in their bony best, engaged in a heated game of croquet. The best part? You use those hilarious plastic flamingo yard ornaments as the mallets. It's delightfully absurd and looks like an expensive, quirky art installation. It's a commentary on keeping up with the Joneses, or the Boneses in this case. A brilliant way to execute a little garden landscaping on a budget with a whole lot of class. ARACHNID'S INVASION. The Weaver's Web Wonderland. If you want to go big and create a massive impact, this is your theme. We're talking about an arachnophobe's nightmare, in the most beautiful way. Using thick yarn or rope from Dollar Tree, you'll create gigantic architectural spider webs that stretch all the way from your roof to your porch railings. Then you place their big fuzzy spiders all over. The sheer scale of this is what makes it look so expensive and professionally done. It's a fantastic use of vertical garden ideas for urban homes, turning the entire front of your house into a work of art. The egress of earthly spiders. Okay, this one is simple, cheap, and gives me the shivers every single time. It's all about creating the illusion of a massive infestation. You buy dozens and dozens of those little plastic spider rings, snip off the ring part, and then you arrange them in thick, flowing rivers of spiders. Have them crawling out of cracks, swarming up a pumpkin, pouring across your walkway. It's the power of numbers, people. This is a low-maintenance garden design that delivers maximum creep factor for minimal effort. Witchcraft and Wizardry. The Coven's Cauldron Circle. Let's create some black magic, shall we? This theme creates a powerful focal point that will draw everyone's eye. You start with a big plastic cauldron and surround it with 3 witchy figures you make from simple garden stakes and black cloth. The real magic happens when you fill that cauldron with green or purple solar lights and some clear ornaments. At night, it looks like a bubbling, glowing potion. It's a fantastic outdoor living space transformation that is just dripping with spooky, mystical energy. The Potion Ingredient Garden. I absolutely love this idea because it's so clever and subtle. You use your existing garden plants or a few small pots and give them a witchy makeover. You'll create little labels for your plants with spooky names. That mint plants? That's wolfsbane now. Your decorative kale? Eye of Newt. It's a fun interactive theme that blends the magic of Halloween with the magic of gardening. It's a wonderfully creative nod to organic vegetable gardening with a sinister storybook twist. Pumpkin Patch of Peril. The voracious cannibal pumpkins. Ready to take your pumpkin carving to a terrifying new level? Forget happy faces, we're creating a horror story. You'll get a few of Dollar Tree's foam craft pumpkins, which are a dream to carve. You make one giant pumpkin with a huge gaping mouth. Then you stage the smaller pumpkins to look like they're being eaten by the big one. Add a little red paint for that extra touch. It's a dark, humorous, and totally unforgettable scene that follows all the best modern garden decor trends. The glowing pumpkin path. If you'd rather go for enchanting over each its own kind, this is the perfect choice. It is so simple to do but looks absolutely breathtaking. You just line your entire walkway with those cute little plastic pumpkin pails from Dollar Tree. But instead of candy, you pop a battery-operated candle or a solar light inside each one. At night, your home will have this magical glowing runway leading right to the front door. It's one of the most effective garden lighting ideas for ambiance you can do on a budget. Six, the Mad Scientist's Laboratory. The reanimation station. Time to get weird and wonderful. Turn a corner of your yard into a crazy outdoor laboratory. A simple table, some glass jars from Dollar Tree filled with colored water, and then the fun begins. Drop in plastic eyeballs, spiders, maybe a doll's head, whatever creepy things you can find. Then use their solar lights, maybe wrapped in some colored cellophane, for that perfect eerie lab glow. It's a fun, narrative-driven display that looks like a scene straight out of an old monster movie. A perfect, eco-friendly garden project. The Specimen Garden Escape. Let's tell a story of science gone wrong. This theme creates the illusion that the mad scientist's experiments have broken free. You can put skeleton hands or other creepy crawlies inside clear plastic food containers, like their specimen jars. Then you stage one or two of the jars to be broken, with the creature half in, half out, and crawling away across the lawn. Add some green slime for good measure. It's a dynamic and exciting scene that turns your garden into a thrilling adventure. Seven, Haunted Orchard of the Damned. The Apple Bobbing of Souls. Oh, we're taking a beloved fall tradition and giving it a seriously dark twist. This one is so simple, but the affect is profoundly creepy. You take a large tub, you can even spray paint a plastic one from Dollar Tree, and fill it with water and a few drops of red food coloring. Then instead of apples, you float a bunch of their plastic skulls on the surface. It is so unsettling and unexpected. It's a guaranteed conversation starter and a perfect example of a high-end garden DIY for less. The Scarecrow's Sinister Stare. Forget the friendly, straw-stuffed scarecrow from the farm. We are building a creature from a nightmare. The secret to making a truly terrifying scarecrow is all in the head. Instead of a pumpkin, you take a Dollar Tree plastic skull and stretch a burlap bag over it. Then you just paint on a distorted, horrifying face. Perch a few of their black crows on the shoulders and you have created an icon of fear. This is a DIY garden hack that will genuinely frighten people in the best way possible. 8. Zombie Apocalypse Zone. The Lawn of the Undead. It's a classic for a reason, folks. A zombie outbreak on your front lawn is always a winner. And Dollar Tree makes it so easy. You just buy up a ton of their plastic skeleton hands and arms. Then you strategically stake them all over your lawn, pushing up some dirt around them to make it look like they are clawing their way out of the earth. It's a massive visual impact for very low money. A perfect execution of garden landscaping on a budget that everyone will love. The Quarantine Survivors Camp. Let's build a narrative. This theme makes it look like your home is the last bastion of hope in a zombie apocalypse. Use their yellow caution tape to rope off your porch. Inside this safe zone, you can have an overturned chair and a single flickering lantern. The final touch? A pair of skeleton hands from the outside gripping the caution tape trying to get in. It turns your home into a movie set and creates an incredible outdoor living space transformation. Gothic Victorian Nightmare. The Raven's Perch. For a touch of Gothic literature and pure spooky elegance, you can't beat this. It's an homage to Edgar Allan Poe that looks incredibly chic. The mission is simple. Buy every single black crow and raven you can find at Dollar Tree. Then perch them everywhere. On your fence, in your trees, on your mailbox. The sheer number of these silent black birds creates this incredible sense of foreboding. It's a minimalist garden aesthetic that is deeply atmospheric and intelligent. The Veiled Mourning Statues. Are you ready for a project that looks like it cost hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars? We are going to create hauntingly beautiful garden statues. You take a plastic skeleton, spray paint it a matte stone gray, and mount it on a simple base. The secret ingredient that sells the whole effect is draping it in Dollar Tree's black, creepy cloth, like a Victorian mourning veil. It is so tragic and beautiful, turning your garden into a place of history and mystery. This is truly a high-end garden DIY. Carnival of Creeps. The Killer Clown Welcome Committee. There is nothing scarier than a clown that is not at the circus. And we are going to use that to our full advantage. This is super easy. You just get a few of their creepy clown masks. Attach them to stakes and hide them so they are peeking out from behind bushes or around the corner of your house. For that extra touch of terror, tie a single red balloon to a stake near a storm drain. It's a direct line to a classic fear, and one of the most effective budget outdoor decor ideas out there. The Sinister Sideshow. Step right up, folks, and behold the weird and wonderful. This is such a creative and fun theme. You can create a little sideshow alley in your garden. Use their foam board to make a big sideshow sign. Then you create your exhibits in jars. A plastic spider becomes Arachnia, the spider girl. A doll head becomes the amazing shrinking woman. It's a nod to old-timey carnivals and our fascination with the bizarre, making for a truly unique and engaging display. Alien invasion site. The crashed UFO debris field. The truth is out there, and it has crash-landed in your front yard. This is an amazing project that looks way more complicated than it is. You just glue two of their big silver plastic party bowls together to make a classic flying saucer. Stage it like it's made a crater in your lawn, scatter some silver-painted debris around, and light the whole scene with their green glow sticks at night. It's a fantastic cinematic scene that taps into our love of science fiction and cosmic mystery. The Alien Egg Nursery. Okay, if you want to be subtly terrifying, this is the one. It suggests a much scarier, quieter kind of invasion. You take plastic Easter eggs, create a gross, slimy texture on them with hot glue, and then pop a tiny plastic alien or an eyeball inside. You cluster these eggs in a garden bed, lit from below with a green solar light. It is so creepy. It feels like you've stumbled upon something you were not meant to see. A brilliant use of DIY garden decor for small spaces. Pirate's Cursed Treasure. The Sunken Chest of Souls. Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of fright. Let's create a cursed pirate treasure. You can take a simple styrofoam cooler, believe it or not, and paint it to look exactly like an ancient, barnacle-covered treasure chest. Then you fill it to the brim with their gold plastic coins, party jewelry, and of course, a few skulls for good measure. The pro move is to weave in a string of blue lights to give it that magical underwater glow. It's a stunning centerpiece that looks incredibly expensive. The Marooned Marauder's Grave. This theme tells a sad, spooky story with just a few simple items. You create a little mound of sand or dirt, and you place a skeleton in it, half buried, with one hand reaching out. Stick a makeshift oar in the sand next to him. It's the lonely, final resting place of a forgotten pirate. It's all about atmosphere. You don't need a lot of flash to create a powerful, emotional, and spooky scene. Proving that great garden landscaping on a budget is all about smart storytelling. Enchanted Evil Forest. The Fairy Circle of Fright. This one is so wickedly deceptive, and that's why I love it. At first glance, it looks like a sweet little fairy garden. You create a circle of stones or cute handmade mushrooms. You can even place a little garden gnome in there. But then your guests will look closer and see the terrifying skeleton hand reaching up from the middle of the circle. It's that perfect blend of beautiful and horrifying, reminding us that in folklore, fairies weren't always so nice. watching eyes of the woods. This has to be the simplest, most effective, and most unnerving idea on this entire list. You are going to make it feel like your entire garden is alive and watching. You take ping pong balls, draw creepy, veiny eyeballs on them, and then you wedge them everywhere. In the bark of trees, deep inside bushes, peeking out of ivy. The feeling of being stared at by dozens of unseen eyes is a primal fear, and this DIY garden hack taps into it perfectly. It's pure psychological horror. Vampire's lurking lair. The bat swarm eruption. Want to make a statement that covers your entire house? Then let's unleash the bats. This is a fantastic vertical garden idea that uses the facade of your home as the canvas. You just trace and cut out dozens and dozens of bat silhouettes from black paper or craft foam. Then you stick them to your house, starting in a dense cluster around a window or door, and fanning out like a massive swarm taking flight into the night. It is a huge visual for just a few dollars. The unmarked graves of the undead. This theme is all about creating a mood of Gothic tragedy. It's subtle, elegant, and very creepy. You just create a few simple, crude wooden crosses and place them randomly in a corner of your garden. The detail that really sells it is adding a single, personal item to each grave. A single fake rose, a small weathered toy. It suggests the sad stories of the vampire's victims, adding a layer of poignant history to your Halloween display. It's a beautiful recycled materials garden craft. Phantom of the Opera's garden. The masquerade of lost souls. Let's bring some theatrical Gothic romance to the garden. This is so elegant and haunting. You'll take their plain white face masks, mount them on stakes at different heights, and arrange them in little groups as if they are ghostly party guests, whispering to each other. Draping them in some gauzy shredded creepy cloth gives them their spectral form. It's an artistic, sophisticated concept that proves budget outdoor decor ideas can absolutely look like expensive art installations. The field of floating candles. This is pure magic, people. You are going to recreate the Phantom's iconic candle lair right in your own front yard. The secret is so simple. You take their battery-operated white taper candles and you hang them from tree branches with clear fishing line. At night, the effect is absolutely breathtaking. It looks like dozens of candles are just magically floating in the air. It's one of the most beautiful and dramatic garden lighting ideas for ambiance you will ever see. Headless Horseman's Haunt. The Pumpkinhead Trail. Let's pave the way for the most famous phantom in history. This idea builds an incredible amount of suspense and dread. You line your walkway with stakes, and on top of each one you place a foam pumpkin from Dollar Tree. But here's the key. You carve each pumpkin with a different, uniquely horrified or screaming expression. It's a silent, terrifying chorus that guides your guests to the door. It's a brilliant way to tell a story with your garden landscaping on a budget. The bridge to oblivion. You don't need a real bridge for this, it's all about the power of suggestion. You can designate a small walkway or even just a plank of wood as the haunted bridge from Sleepy Hollow. You decorate the area with spooky branches and moss, and then you place a single, carved pumpkin on the ground next to it, as if it was dropped in a moment of sheer terror. It's a minimalist masterpiece of atmosphere, proving that what you don't see is often the scariest thing of all. Day of the Dead celebration, Día de Muertos. The Marigold Path of Memories. This is a theme that is not about fear, but about beauty, love, and remembrance. It is a stunning tribute to Día de Muertos. You can create the iconic marigold path, meant to guide the spirits home, by lining your walkway with hundreds of dollar trees' vibrant orange and yellow artificial flowers. Weave in some flameless candles for a warm, welcoming glow. It's a culturally rich and deeply beautiful display. A wonderful pollinator-friendly garden design in spirit and color. The Sugar Skull Sanctuary. Let's get artistic. This is a celebration of life and a fantastic craft project. You take their plain plastic skulls and you become the artist, using craft paints to transform them into those beautiful, intricately decorated sugar skulls. You can then create little altars or ofrendas around your yard to display your creations, surrounded by more flowers and candles. It's a vibrant, joyful, and visually stunning theme that turns your garden into a beautiful art gallery. A true high-end garden DIY. Sinister Scarecrow Convention. The Parliament of Straw. One scarecrow is spooky. A dozen scarecrows? That's the stuff of nightmares. This is a psychologically terrifying theme that is so easy to execute. You make a whole army of simple, creepy scarecrows. The terrifying part is how you arrange them, in a large circle in your yard, all facing inward, as if they are holding a secret, silent meeting. It is so unnerving. It's a high-impact, low-maintenance garden design that will stick with people long after they've left. The Scarecrow's Family Portrait. Let's take a wholesome classic image, the family photo, and twist it into something deeply disturbing. You create a family of scarecrows, 2 parents and a few little ones, and you pose them stiffly together. The final brilliant touch is to prop up a large, empty picture frame from Dollar Tree in front of them. It is so uncanny and creepy. It's a DIY garden hack that is more like a piece of surrealist art, guaranteed to make an impression. 19. Mythical Monster Menagerie. The Medusa's Garden of Statues. This is a brilliantly creative theme that tells a famous story from Greek mythology. You are going to create Medusa's sculpture garden. You take old dolls, action figures, or even skeletons, and you spray paint them all a flat stone gray. Then you pose them around your garden in positions of pure terror, as if they were frozen in their last moments. You don't even need to show Medusa. Her victims tell the whole horrifying story. It's a truly modern garden decor trend. The Kraken's Tentacle Terror. Release the Kraken on your front lawn. This is a huge, fun, and monstrously impressive display. The secret? Pool noodles. You can bend them into writhing tentacle shapes, paint them, and add craft foam suction cups. Then you stake them in your lawn so they look like a massive sea monster is surfacing from the deep. It's a large-scale project that creates an incredible outdoor living space transformation, and is just an absolute blast to make. The Forgotten Toybox Terror. The Island of Misfit Horrors. There is something so inherently creepy about old, abandoned toys. This theme taps right into that childhood fear. You just gather up some old dolls or buy a few cheap ones, and then you give them a horror makeover. Blacked out eyes, a few cracks, some dirt and grime. Then you arrange them in a sad little group in a corner of your yard. It's a spooky and slightly tragic scene that feels like something out of a ghost story. A perfect recycled materials garden craft. The Doll's Tea Party of the Damned. Let's take the sweet innocence of a child's tea party and turn it into a scene of absolute dread. You set up a little tea set on the blanket, but the guests are all creepy, modified dolls. Maybe one has a cracked face, another has empty eyes, and one is holding a plastic knife instead of a cookie. It is so deeply unsettling because it corrupts something so innocent. It's a fantastic and terrifying use of DIY garden decor for small spaces that will truly haunt your guests. And there you have it. An absolute whirlwind of spooky, creative, and jaw-droppingly beautiful ideas. I am so inspired, and I hope you are too. It is just incredible to see how you can take the simplest $1 items and completely transform them into a high-end, terrifying masterpiece. Now that your imagination is officially on fire, let's get down to business. It's time to roll up our sleeves and talk about exactly how to bring your nightmarish vision to life. Materials and products. First up, your Dollar Tree shopping list. You'll want to build your projects around some key items. Foam boards are your best friends for signs and tombstones. Grab all the plastic skulls, skeletons, and hands you can carry. For atmosphere, you need black, creepy cloth and tablecloths. The craft aisle is where the magic happens. Get acrylic paints, tons of hot glue sticks, and craft foam. And for that nighttime wow factor, their solar lights, battery-operated tea lights, and glow sticks are an absolute must. Equipment and tools. Now, you don't need a fancy workshop for any of this. Your number one can't live without a tool is going to be a hot glue gun. Make sure you have plenty of glue sticks. You'll also need a good pair of scissors and a box cutter for precision work. A basic set of paintbrushes will do the trick. And my two secret weapons are wire cutters, which are amazing for modifying plastics, and zip ties and clear fishing line. They are the invisible magic that holds everything together. Preparation steps. Alright, let's talk strategy with a few key preparation steps. First, always blueprint your design and make a shopping list before you go. It will save you time and money. Next, set up a prep station and give your plastic items a good base coat of paint. This is the secret that makes them look expensive. The most important step for anything going outside is weatherproofing. A quick coat of clear matte sealant will protect your hard work from the rain. If you're making a lot of one item, use an assembly line method. Do all your cutting, then all your painting to save a ton of time. And finally, when you're placing everything, start with your biggest pieces first, and then add your lighting last for the most dramatic effect. If you loved unearthing these secrets and feel totally inspired to create your own spooky Halloween garden, please do me a huge favor and smash that thumbs up button. It really helps the channel more than you know. I am dying to hear what you guys are planning. Which theme was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And to make sure you never miss another budget-friendly home and garden makeover, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thank you all so much for watching, and happy haunting.